Hi guys! Today I'm doing a little Q&A slash good advice video, kind of talking about discipline and mental stamina. Basically how I do everything that I do in a day. I made a little, look at what I made. I made this little like brain dump thing on Canva, and then I also asked a question on my Instagram story, and you guys submitted some questions. And also, a lot of you guys think that Barb is an only child. No. She has a sister. This is Saucina. She sits on the couch, though. She doesn't go in the bed. She's the couch squishmallow. So you guys don't see her that much, but she does have a sister. Saucina is actually the oldest. We hang out all the time on the couch. Anyways, so I want to talk about, okay, guys, this is really crazy. What's his name? Leo something. That guy on TikTok, he's like a big, like, tall, like, big guy, and he, like, yells and stuff. I just found him today. Leo something. I don't know. I just found his video. I've seen him before, but I never, like, really paid attention to him. And then I watched one of his, I heard, like, a quote from one of his things, like, went viral, and it was, like, lacking discipline makes you ugly or something. It was, like, the title of one of his podcasts. And I didn't know his podcast is, like, huge. I didn't know he was so famous and whatever. I was, like, watching a ton of his videos today. I watched that podcast episode. And I was like, oh my God, like, me and this guy are, like, literally, like, the same person. I don't know if you guys watch his content. But I was like, wow, like, not the same person, but, like, we have, like, the same mindset. Like, everything he was saying, I was like, yes. Like, that's exactly what I say. And I've never seen someone, like, talk about stuff, like, the same way that I think about it. So he really inspired me today. And that's when I started taking all these notes and stuff to, kind of talk about my journey with, like, discipline and mental stamina and try to help you guys with yours, because he was just, like, he's, like, fucking killing it. I can't believe I just now found him, because, like, me and him were, like, so similar in, like, that aspect. So, anyways, I have, like, a bunch of quotes on here from Pinterest, because I'm a big Pinterest quote person, and I'm, like, a quote person. Like, I have quotes all over my board on my desk. And then some discussion topics I want to talk about, but I'm going to go to my Instagram first, just so I can stay on track, because you guys know I get sidetracked. I have a Scorpio Mercury in the first house. Like, I can talk, and I get real deep. I peel back all the layers of the onions on everything. And I need to stop. It's too much. How to do something hard even when you don't want to. I don't know if you guys realize this, but literally 90% of what I do, like, productivity-wise, like meal prepping, gym, waking up, cleaning, stuff like that, I don't want to do. Grocery shopping, I don't want to do that stuff. 90% of the time, I don't want to do that stuff at all. And that's what Leo was talking about in his podcast today. He was like, I don't even want to be filming this podcast right now. He's a Pisces king. Anyways, I don't ever want to do that stuff. Like, 90% of the time, I'm like, oh, especially meal prepping, I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't, like, it's so tough. And I have so much advice about this. I'm going to, like, go to my little board of all my different quotes and stuff. So I have just, like, quotes that will just, like, shake you to the core. You know what I mean? Like, inspire you. My favorite quote ever: you either quit or you keep going. They both hurt. You quit or you keep going. They both hurt. Or this one: everyone must choose, this is, like, the same idea but said in a different way. Everyone must choose one of two pains: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. You know what I mean? It's like, it hurt, like, yes, having a really great work ethic and going for your goals and being disciplined and being productive, it sucks, you know? But then the other side of the coin, not achieving your goals, not being productive, not being successful, feeling miserable, feeling anxious, that also sucks. You know? So it's like, you literally, and I say these quotes to me, literally, I say these quotes to myself every single day, you guys. Like, choose your hard. Choose your hard. Do you want to do the hard thing that's productive and that's good for you and that'll make your day, that'll make the future you proud? Or do you want to choose the hard that'll make future you not proud of yourself and it'll make you feel like shit? Choose your hard. Both ways are hard. Okay, so that's my first piece of advice on that. Another thing that I tell myself, I literally told myself this today. I was sitting right there on this couch with Saucina. I was literally, like, half asleep at, like, 1 p.m. today. And I was like, I need to get up and do the dishes, do the laundry, and vacuum. And this is literally, like, going back to the basics. Like, Isaac Newton, this is what's it called? Newton's laws. Physics, okay? He said, an object in motion tends to stay in motion. And that is the truest shit. I literally told myself that today on the couch. I'm like, you just have to get up, get in motion, start doing something, and you'll keep going. And what do you know? I got up and I started vacuuming, but next thing you know, the laundry's going, the dishes are going, like, I did all my stuff. You just have to get up and do one thing, and it works every time. And you will just keep going, and you'll keep going. It's incredible. And I literally told myself that today as I was sitting there. I speak these quotes to my brain all the time. This is another quote. Excuses make today easy, but tomorrow harder. Discipline makes today hard, but tomorrow easier. That's, again, something that I incorporate into my life as well with, like, meal prepping. Like, oh my God, like, I don't want to meal prep. But it's like, what am I going to do during the week? I'm not going to have any food to eat. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that makes today super hard. Meal prepping for, 3 hours. It took me like 4 hours last week. I meal prepped so much stuff because it was my luteal phase. But that makes I don't have to cook anything the rest of the week. You know what I mean? It makes today hard, but you're making it easier for you tomorrow. Okay, I literally had to stop the video and just, like, regather myself because I was getting on a tangent. And, like, this is honestly, like, so hard for me to film because I literally can talk for hours. But I'm just going to read off some of the stuff that I put on my little planner thing because, like, this video is going to be never ending if I don't, like, stick to it, okay? This video is about mental stamina and, like, discipline and stuff like that. And, like, I'm going to talk for hours. I didn't do this to myself on purpose, okay? I didn't do this to myself on purpose. I grew up very alone, and I have an older sister, but she's 13 years older than me, so we were never really close. My parents are divorced. I don't have any close, like, cousins or family members, really. I don't have any first cousins. I never really had a friend group, ever. I've always been very alone my whole entire life, and I didn't choose this for myself, and basically this is what I realized kind of in the fall time was I was trying so hard to, like, have a social life, like, in the fall, and everything I did was just not working. Cancel, plans fall through, like, this happened, like, my 24th birthday, like, plans get canceled, and then it was a weekend, and then the next day I start my period, and I puke 7 times. Like, nothing was working for me. And I was trying so fucking hard to, like, reach out to people and, like, have a social life, and it just wasn't working. And I was like, you know what? Like, this obviously isn't supposed to happen to me right now. Like, this isn't for me. And this is all before my whole, like, blow up thing, my second round of blowing up on TikTok that really blew up on TikTok. I was like, this obviously isn't working out for me. Like, God is obviously telling me to stop trying to go out and be social. Because it's not working. And, like, little did I know that he was, because then he made me, like, pop off on TikTok in a few weeks after that. But I was like, you know what? God wants me to be at home. God wants me to focus on myself right now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to fucking put my head down and fucking grind. 3 a.m. morning routine, let's fucking go. Like, get your 3 a.m. morning routine, meal prep, all this shit, cleaning, and that's when I started posting my Sunday reset routine, my meal prepping routine, and my 3 a.m. morning routines every single day. Because I was like, this is all I have to fucking do right now. This is all I have to live for right now. This is my only purpose in life right now. I have nothing else to do. I'm going to take advantage of this time that I have by myself and being alone with no one fucking bothering me. You know what I mean? I'm like, one day I'm going to look back and wish I could have this time back. You know, and, like, wish I could be in this era again. And that's what I did. And that's when I, blew up on TikTok, round 2. But, like, I didn't do this by choice. I didn't isolate myself by choice. I feel like I want to be out doing things. I wish I had, like, things to do and, like, things that brought me joy that I could do and, like, friends or, like, family to hang out with and stuff like that. I just don't. So I'm making the most of what I have, and I'm trying to make the most of what I have, and it's really catching up to me now where I'm genuinely, like, kind of, like, upset about it, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, like, taking a toll on me at this point, because, like, the whole, like, high from my blowing up on TikTok is wearing down, and I kind of realize, like, wait, like, look, I'm, like, still kind of sad, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna read this. This is, like, a long thing that I wrote. That's kind of, I'm, like, hopping from topic to topic, but I don't have a TV, I don't watch shows, I barely drink, I don't eat out at restaurants, I don't get takeout. I don't get drive-through. I don't do drugs. I don't go out with friends. I don't buy myself random stuff. I literally could show you my credit card statements from the past year and you would not see anything other than gas, groceries, toiletries, like essentials, basically, etc. I don't use guys or relationships to make me feel validated. I haven't been on vacation in 7 years. I don't go on random dates with guys that I don't care about. I've spent a lot of time alone. Like, I don't use these typical coping mechanisms, and like I truly like made myself like literally like suffer and like have literally like just like the life sucked out of me, and like not on purpose. Again, like this wasn't on purpose. That's just how my life ended up being. I wanted to prove to myself how strong I am, and I can tell you right now, I don't think I can get any more confident in who I am because of this. All of that hard shit that I went through alone, completely alone, with nothing to comfort me, no TV, no fast food, no vapes, no swiping on dating apps, has made me the strongest person ever. And I felt the shift after I got through that awful time in my life this summer, and I felt so strong and like I could fucking do anything. And I did not put myself in this place on purpose. God gave this life to me. My life was boring and I literally had no money, so I just made the most of it. This girl asked, she said, is this something applicable when you are struggling with your mental health, or should you allow yourself grace? This is a tough question for me to answer, but also I really want to answer it because I haven't dealt with any like diagnosed mental health problems, anxiety, depression, stuff like that. I'm not on any medication. I've never gone to a doctor for that. I've never gone to like therapy or anything like that. However, I truly, truly believe that the reason I haven't dealt with and like, dude, like so many people nowadays have depression, anxiety. I feel like everyone does, you know? And I swear the reason that I haven't is because of my routines. And you guys, like, I'm not the happiest person in the world. Like, I don't wake up like I said, I don't want to do shit 90% of the time. You know, I want to sound like I should do nothing, just like everyone else. Like, I'm not, like, some, like, happy, oh my god, like, I love life, woo, you know? Like, that's not me. Like, that's not my life right now. And so, like, that's not why I'm, like, not depressed and anxious, because I'm like, oh, I'm so happy, I'm, like, living my dream life. Like, no. Like, I go through some shit, too. I swear that keeping this routine has kept me away from anxiety and depression, because I could swear to God, you guys, like at least once a week, I feel myself slipping, and like, it's like I'm at the top of a cliff, and like the bottom of the cliff is like a whirlpool going down, and like depression, like a hole of like anxiety and depression basically. And like, I feel myself at least once a week, like I'm dangling off of that cliff. Like I could just give up, like I could just like give up and like give in to like laziness or something, you know what I mean? Like, and just let myself fall down that spiral. And like, I have to like pull myself up, like claw myself up and do my shit, get my shit done to like save myself from that. Like, I swear, like at least once a week, I feel I'm like, dude, like I could just let go right now and like slip down into that path. But every time I just keep showing up for myself, show up for myself over and over again. And I truly think that the routine, the habits, the discipline, the mental toughness is what is what allows me to not have like those mental health issues. And it could just be a coincidence, but like, I'm just saying, like, I've been consistent about my routines for like all of my adulthood, basically since I was 18. And I've never had to deal with those issues seriously. I wrote, I truly believe that this is what has kept me from depression. I literally feel like I'm dangling off of a cliff sometimes, and I can either give up and let myself spiral. I truly am not in a good happiness place right now with my life, but holding myself accountable and controlling my controllables doesn't necessarily make me happy, but I know for fucking sure that it keeps me from falling off that cliff and down into a tunnel of depression. I know at the end of the day that I fucking show up and I keep my head above the water for myself every day, because that's all I can do. I can either do that or I can fucking fall. And like, that's the thing. It's like I basically was put in a point in my life like where I didn't have a lot going for me, and I could have either, this was like back in the summer when I was going through a really, really rough time. Like, I just remember the time where I literally looked in the fucking mirror and I was like, Taylor, you can either let yourself fucking go right now, let go and just let life, let life crush you. Like, I felt like I was, holding everything up on my back, like barely surviving. It's like, I can either like let this crush me right now, or I can keep fucking going. And like, again, it goes back to like choose your hard. Both are hard. You can get crushed or you can be strong and keep going. And I chose to be strong and keep going. And it's like you really just have those two choices. It really all like comes back to that. Like both things, both ways are hard. Choose your hard. You can either let life crush you, or you can push back against life, or you can let life push you. Like it's not easy, you guys. Like neither way is easy. It's tough for me to get the mental like stamina to keep this up and the grit and the tenacity to keep pushing through this, but like both ways suck. You know what I mean? Like both ways are hard. And I'm just hoping that, you know, what I've been doing pays off, you know? Also, this wasn't a question, but it's something that I want to talk about. Like how I kind of started doing this is like, I didn't have a lot of control over my life and I was kind of scared. And I like having control. I have a Mars in Virgo, okay? Like, I like being in control of things. And I didn't have a lot of control over my life. And I was like, how can I get control over my life and ensure that I'm going to be successful? And what I did was I controlled my controllables. So back then, in 2017, I was living with my parents, was going to, like, a local... Like, I didn't go away to college. Lived with my parents. Was working at a meat market, like working at a deli market, okay? And, you know, I wanted to go away to school. I wanted to major in fashion merchandising. Like, that was, like, my dream. But that just wasn't realistic for my life and, like, how much money I had. I paid for all my schooling myself, paid all my student loans off myself. Like, that it wasn't realistic for me to go away to school. I was like, I need to control my controllables, and I need to prove to myself, to God, to the universe, that I deserve success, that I deserve for my dreams to come true. And I was like, what can I do? Like, whatever I do right now, whether it's working at the fucking meat market, you know, like, I need to be the best, and I need to work my ass off at everything that I do to prove to myself and to prove to the universe that I deserve success. So that's exactly what I did. In school, we would get homework on a Sunday. I would get it done I would get it done Sunday night. Like, another quote, my favorite quote, this was like one of the oldest, I have it on my board, up on my desk. This is like the second, this is like since 2018, I've like had this. The cost of procrastination is the life you could have lived. And that also goes back to one of my other favorite quotes, which is it's not even a quote, it's just like, why would you not want to be living your best life? Why would you not want to be living as your most successful, best, healthiest self? What's holding you back? Do what it takes to be your best self. Anyways, tangent. What was I saying? Yeah, I wanted to work hard at everything I could that was in my control to work, whether it was slicing the best salami that those customers ever got. You know what I mean? Like, I was controlling my controllables, working my ass off in every aspect of my life that I had control over. And what I did have control over at that time was my routines, getting my ass up in the morning, going to the gym, going to work, being the best worker there, doing my schoolwork, getting all my homework done in advance, not procrastinating. And I did that in hopes that one day it would pay off. And I truly believe that it paid off with what I'm doing right now, when I finally, after years and years and years and years of grinding, what made me blow up on TikTok? My morning routine, you know? And that's what I was focusing so hard on for all of those years, and hoping that one day it paid off, and here I am, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's what, you know what I mean? Like, it's a coincidence, but like, I think it was meant to happen. So that's advice to you guys. Like, if you are in a situation that, like, you know, you don't have a lot of control over, control whatever you can do it to your best ability. Work as hard as you can at what you can do, because you will. It might take fucking 5-6 years like it did for me, but it will pay off, because you will prove to you. And it also just increases your confidence so much. Like, my confidence has never been so high. After I went through that rock bottom hell in summer, that was when, like, being at such a low point in my life gave me so much strength and confidence. I have, like, that is what truly, I was already super confident with, like, my routines and stuff. Like, that just set me up another level. I was like, I am a strong person. Like, I can like, I truly believe, like, if I fucking got through what I got through over the summer, like, I can fucking do anything. If I get up at 3:30 a.m. every day, go to the gym, I film my routine, I do all this shit, I get, you know, I can do anything. And I'm proving that to the universe and to God, and they can see, like, damn, this girl's the hardest fucking worker on earth right now. We're gonna give her everything that she's ever wanted, because she's proven it every single day that she works hard, she fucking grinds, she has tenacity, and she fucking deserves success, you know? And that's what has motivated me for 6, 7 years now. This is another quote that I really like. Discipline is the strongest form of self-love. So true. It is ignoring current pleasures for bigger rewards to come. It is loving yourself enough to give yourself everything you've ever wanted. Like, period. Like, that is so good. Another one of my favorite quotes, I just have to say, like, I don't know, I just have to say this. Big Sean, like, the artist, like, Big Sean, he has, like, some of the most motivational, like, songs ever, and I really, like, I feel very, like, connected with him. He's actually from, like, Michigan, so I don't know if that's why. I actually, like, saw him once, like, really in person, like, really close up. Anyways, he, like, waved to me. Anyways, but his song, like, Nothing Is Stopping You is one of, like, the, like, I listen to it at the gym all the time, back in 2017 even, and then his other song with Kanye, One Man Can Change the World, makes me sob. He, like, talks about, like, he, like, talks about his grandma and, like, the stuff that she went through, and he says this one quote in it, and I have it on my board again. I look at it every single day, and, like, I would sing it every single day at the gym, and he says, he's, like, rapping, so it's, like, lyrical, but he says, what you know about waking up every day like you on a mission. And, like, fucking period. Like, I fucking do that every day. Like, I wake up every day, you're on a fucking mission, like, let's fucking grind, like, let's fucking do this. What you know about waking up every day like you on a mission? Another good quote is, do you want to be comfortable or do you want to grow? Because you can't do both. Comfortable, grow. That's another thing. Choose your heart. If you're all comfortable over there, girl, you ain't growing. You gotta get uncomfortable. You gotta do hard things to grow. This is another little thing that I wrote. I don't wake up every day wanting to go to the gym, wanting to go to work, wanting to clean. I don't want to do it either, but I show up every single day. I show up. 90% of the time, I don't want to do any of it. But what am I going to do? Give up? What will that do for me? What will it do for me to not do what needs to be done? I will never let myself slip into that dark hole because it is a spiral and it will suck you in. And just like an object in motion stays in motion, once you get sucked down, once you give up, you keep giving up. And like that, it's so true. You have to, it's hard both ways. It never gets easier to show up for yourself, but you have to fucking do it. Like, it's so crazy how, it really is crazy how, like, life challenges the fuck out of you every day. It's really crazy. It's actually kind of fucked up. This quote also, like, messed me up, too. I was like, damn. Like, damn, okay? Self-care is not baths and chocolate cake, okay? It's making the choice to build a life that you don't need to regularly escape from. Like, that is just, like, that is what I strive to do every day. And that's why I take time to journal and to read on a daily basis, because that gives my brain, it's literally when I don't silent read in the morning, I am like when I silent read, even for just 20 minutes in the morning, I feel, and like journal down gratitude, I feel like my brain is rewired. And like when people, like someone asks, like, what's your advice for someone looking to be disciplined in their routine? Do it. Like, I can't give you like 5 little tips. Like, do it. You just have to do it. Like, want it for yourself. Want that for yourself. Why would you not want that for yourself? You know what I mean? Like, again, it's like, choose your heart. You're asking me for advice. You're obviously, wanting to change something. You're asking me for advice. It's hard being in that place where you're not disciplined in your routine. It's fucking hard being disciplined in your routine, man. But at least you're like going somewhere with it, you know what I mean? Like, why would you not want to be everything you've ever wanted to be? Your dream self. Why would you not want to be your dream self? Motivation to eat healthy. I actually do have like a tip. Not really a tip. I just like talk shit about tips, but I actually do have advice on this. Truly, like, educating yourself on food. That's what I did with, like, my luteal phase and, like, my menstrual phases and stuff. But, like, educating yourself on food and realizing what these different foods do for your body and how they affect your body. Like, I'm not talking about bad food. I'm talking about good foods. Like, how protein affects your body, how different vegetables affect your body, the micronutrients in them. Realizing that, and you're like, damn, like, I want to eat this stuff. Like, it makes me want to eat, like, oh, like, I gotta get in my red peppers because those have antioxidants. Oh, I gotta get in my dark chocolate because those have this. Or I have to get in this because it has healthy fats. It makes you want to eat healthy. So, like, really educating yourself on what foods do things for your body. Like, walnuts help your brain. Make sure you eat your walnuts, you know. Blueberries are good for your skin. So I'm always like, oh, I gotta eat my blueberries because it's good for my skin. Knowing which foods help your body and how they help your body and what your body needs, that's really probably beneficial in eating healthy, and it makes you want to eat healthy. Or like spinach has iron, like all this different stuff. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for listening to my speech. It was great speaking with you. I love this. Wasn't this so fun? Sorry for no cooking show this week. I just like was not in the mood. Like sometimes I just like don't want to make some big ass dinner. You know what I mean? Like I just want to like eat snacks. What's that quote from Kenzie Z? I just want to eat chips or something. What did she say? I don't know. That's me right now. Okay, that's all. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully we'll have a nice cooking video next Saturday. Okay, bye!